Hey everybody, Randy with Rashley's Barbecue. For those of you that are Facebook friends of mine, you can probably guess what's in this box back here because I've talked about it on Facebook. For those of you that are just on YouTube with me, this is my new Yoder YS640. Been waiting on it about 6 weeks, and I'm not a patient person. I'm into instant gratification. I love to pay for next day air because I want it right now. So you can imagine how hard it was to wait for 6 weeks. So we're going to unbox this thing and take a look. It was well packaged. On some of the videos I've seen, they kind of look like this when they were shipped, but this one actually had an exterior box on it. These straps are plastic, so they won't be too hard to cut. I did lift the box and take a look at it before signing the delivery ticket to make sure that there was no obvious damage. Okay, there was no hidden damage either, except for one small spot. Let me pull the camera over there and we'll take a quick look at that. I'm not sure if it's even going to show up on camera, but right here, there's a tiny scuff where it rubbed up against the boxing and apparently up against wherever it was sitting. Very small though. I'm going to try to buff it out. I'm not even going to report that to Yoder because it's a minor issue. Other than that, it looks really good. We got a piece of plywood there to act as a ramp. I've already pulled the 2x4s that were placed behind the wheels out of the way. So let's go ahead and roll her off and put her into place. That was easy enough. Okay, y'all, we've got it rolled up on the patio. Got it in place where it's going to stay for now. Start unloading everything out of here. Looks like the 2 thermometers, I'm guessing. Instructions. Packing list, grease pan, and power cord. Couple of bags of pellets. Barbecue Delight, it looks like. The cover. That feels like grill grates. I'm checking to see where the thermostat probe is at, so I don't hurt it. This is the griddle. Maybe that'll let that end drop down far enough to work it out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Stainless steel shelf, number 1. Exhaust stack. Stainless steel shelf number 2. the tool for the grill grates. The grill itself, it actually comes in 4 pieces, it looks like. Heat deflector. Looks like the tip off of a screw that's broken from somewhere. We'll have to look into that. Upper shelf expanded steel. And heat deflector. Wooden 2x4 to keep the baffle from moving back and forth during shipping. A new style with the reinforcement on the side to keep it from bending in the heat. It's got a welded piece right there to help it retain its shape and so it doesn't flex from the heat. All right, that's it for unpacking. Everything's out. I'm gonna go get something to drink and then come back and get her set up to burn in and do the burn off like the instructions say. So y'all come back, we'll do more later. Okay, y'all, I've already installed the front shelf. Gonna install the side shelf. There's a heavy mild steel subframe made out of, it looks like about 3/4 inch, maybe 1 inch square tubing. And these pegs just slide into these receivers. It's actually quite heavy, quite sturdy shelf. The stainless steel laid over that framing makes it very sturdy. It's that easy to install the shelves. We've already installed the front shelf. For installing the smokestack, make sure that this set screw is pulled out far enough that the stack can slip in. In all of the instructions I've seen, it says be sure that when you insert the smokestack, don't let it go past the inside edge of the smoker. And I don't know if these were always installed on them, but if you look right there, if it shows up, there's a little iron rod that's welded into place that will not allow the smokestack to come in past the inside edge of the smoker. So I don't know if that's a modification that's been made or if that's the way they all were, but it's practically impossible to install the smokestack where it extends beyond the inside edge of the smoker. Let's see if that's true. Yep, that's true. That rod is positioned so that when the smokestack is inserted, it can't go beyond the inside edge of the smoker. Just snug that down and that part is done. Installation of the thermometer is straightforward. This mount is already mounted into the lid. I ordered it with 2 thermometers in the lid. Holes were pre-drilled, mount was already there. Small set screw on this side that tightens with a small flat blade screwdriver. This does not screw in. It simply slides into that mount. Tighten that set screw and you're done. That's all there is to it. I ordered mine with 2 temperature probe ports. Yoder indicates that each probe port will accept up to 2 probes. So there's the probe ports that are already installed. Remove the cap, slide the insulated fitting over your probe wire, run the probe in, put the cap back on, and you're done with that. The item that I found earlier while unpacking the items for the grill that I thought might have been a self-tapping screw, I don't know if it's going to show up very well, but on closer examination, it's a tap for tapping threads, and apparently when they were tapping some threads somewhere within the grill, they broke the tap, and that's the broken portion of the tap. I'll look closer to make sure there's no broken taps hung in the metal somewhere, but I'm sure they probably got the broken part out and finished tapping the hole. We'll take a look for that though. We're going to go ahead and fill the hopper. Well, we may not fill it, but we're going to put enough in there to complete our burn. First, I'm going to turn it on and make sure all of the settings come up correctly. It's going through the version. I think it said 28. Hit start, it goes to 350. Everything appears to be working correctly. Auger's turning, fans are running. I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. Let it go through its shutdown cycle. Then I'll go ahead and unplug it. Let everything reset so we can start from cold. Then I'll put some pellets in there. As soon as the dogs quit fighting, put some pellets in there and we'll get started. Y'all stop that. Kiss and make up. If you got dogs, you know what I'm talking about. All right, so I'll wait for the shutdown cycle to complete. I'll do the reset and we'll put some pellets in and do a burn in. Hey everybody. I know there's a bright background, so I don't know how well this is going to turn out, but that pretty much completes the assembly video.